What's up, interwebs? Welcome to the channel. Today I've got my 2022 Jeep Gladiator Mojave in Sarge Green. We're going to do a little bit of a walk around, just not too far in depth or anything. Just get a good feel for it, how it sits here stock before I do any modifications. Let's check it out. All right, so here it is. Like I said, this is a 2022 Jeep Gladiator Mojave trim level. So this is the more capable, supposedly for desert type terrain, going fast in the sand. You see here the desert rated badge rather than a trail rated, which is what all the other Jeeps have on it. And then obviously you've got the Mojave sticker right there. So this Jeep has, as you can see, the color matched fender flares as well as the color matched hardtop, both in Sarge Green. It's got the LED light package, so LED headlights, turn signals, fog lights, as well as, get around to the back here, LED tail lights. With the Mojave package, you can see several areas around the Jeep where you have that nice orange accent on the Jeep, on the tow hooks, on the trail rated badge, or sorry, desert rated badge, Jeep emblem here on the Mojave, and as well as the front tow hooks. And that orange styling also follows to the inside as well. So you have nice orange stitching on the door handles, on the seats. You've got the orange Mojave stitched into the leather seats, which this one is equipped with. Orange on the steering wheel, and you got the orange on the air vents. Get back to the interior here in a little bit. So there's a couple different things that make this Mojave stand out from its the other trim levels. One is this massive hood scoop right here. It's not functioning or anything, but it does look cool. You've also got the Fox 2.5 shocks with the remote reservoir up front. See, the remote reservoir sticks right behind the front skid plate. And as well, you have the hydraulic bump stops here up front as well. On the back, you got the same remote reservoir or piggyback, I don't remember which one it's called. Just regular bump stops in the back. Now this particular Gladiator I have also came with the upgraded wheels and the mud terrain tires. It's over the all-terrain tires and the all black wheels. This also came from the factory with the spray-in bed liner. It looks pretty nice. It's got soft open tailgate, and then these hooks right here pull up the tailgate a little bit and slip your wire right behind there. You get a kind of half open tailgate if you need a little bit more room, but you don't want things rolling or sliding out of the bed. You've also got LED lights here in the truck bed. Some tie downs up front and in the rear. And this one's got the towing package on it. So you got your tow hitch right there, and you got your plug-ins for the trailer. Rear view camera is right here in the tailgate. To open up the hood, you've got one latch on this side. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. There you go. And a latch on this side as well. There we go. And then you've got your button in the center here. If I can find it. You just swipe it to the right from the left. And that brings up your hood. So this is the 3.6 liter Pentastar V6 gas engine. It's the only one available on the Mojave trim level. I know on the Rubicon and some of the other ones you can get a diesel engine. Here's your battery, and it's got a secondary battery. Don't know where it's located, for the automatic engine start stop. So that's in here as well. I don't know if there's anything else I want to talk about out here. So let's head on inside here. Excuse the Wendy's cup. So we'll start right here at the doors. Leather and plastic trim. This part's leather right here, plastic on the bottom, and they've got these nice elastic netting, so you can throw things in there. It's your door handle with your lock. These are for your mirror controls, your left and right. You have your directions, and then the lock button. And that's all that's on the doors. There's no window controls. The window controls, like all the other Jeeps, are in the center console up front, and then there's some in the rear as well for the rear windows. So for seat controls, up front you've got this adjusts the forward and back of the backrest. This adjusts how high the seat is, so you can pump it up here. You can lower it with that. Keep it in the lowest position. And then this is only on the driver, is your lumbar, adjustable lumbar support. We'll run around to the passenger side. On the passenger side, you see you don't have the up and down adjuster nor the lumbar support adjustment. You just have your front and back. And on both seats, you've got your leg room adjustment handlebar on the bottom. So this Jeep has the leather seating option as well. Really nice leather trimmed seats here with showed this before, the Mojave lettering there. Leather wrapped steering wheel as well, hand stitched. And it also has leather wrapped transfer case and transmission shifter, as well as parking brake handle and center console. Leather seats in the rear as well. Right now I have this just from Amazon. I don't remember the brand. Some pet. It's just a pet hammock seat protector. Comes real in handy if you got dogs like mine on road trips. He gets car sick every once in a while, so you got to protect those seats. So the first thing I did when I bought this truck was I ordered online from SmartLiner these all-weather floor mats. This truck came with the carpeted floor mats from the factory. So I wanted to upgrade those to protect this carpet as soon as I could. These are really nice. They're the laser measured, perfect fit, whatever, floor mats. And they snap into the body with those pins under there. It comes up real high on the footwell for any mud or water that might get in here off your shoes. So I've got those front, and see if you can see it in the rear as well. We'll climb up in here. You got your steering wheel controls for the phone, for cruise control. And then up here you've got your tachometer, speedometer, and then all your information in the center screen there. On this side you've got your headlight controls. There's your start button on the other side. On the steering column here you've got your windshield wiper controls on the right, and then on the left, there you go, you've got your turn signals as well as your brights. In the center here, this Jeep is equipped with the 8.4 inch radio rather than the 7-inch. And below it are your physical buttons if you're not a fan of the touchscreen like me sometimes. This Jeep is equipped with heated seats and steering wheel. So there's your heated steering wheel button, driver heated seat. Here's your passenger heated seat. Down below, you've got your regular car 12-volt port. Window controls, like I mentioned before. This is your lock. And then up in here, you've got an aux port, regular USB, and then a USB-C. And then below that, you have your, for the Mojaves and the Rubicons, you have these off-road buttons here. On the Mojave, you have a rear locker only. On the Rubicons, you would have the rear as well as up top would be the front locker. And in the Rubicon, you'd also have a button for your sway bar disconnects. And in the center here, you've got Off-Road Plus. This is where, if you got from the factory option to have auxiliary switches, this is where they would be. Mine didn't have that, so it's just got an extra little storage port. Here's your transfer case shifter, 2 high, 4 high, neutral, and 4 low. This is an automatic, so here's your automatic shifter. The nice little Jeep Gladiator emblem up top there. On the passenger side, you've got your nice big, deep glove box, where you keep your tools and your manuals from Jeep. And on the hard tops, you'll see here, this is where you can pull off the Freedom panels. It's just this clip. There's one, several of these little turns. You got one up here, one in the back, and then one on the other side. So 3 of those, and then one of these, and pops your Freedom panels off. And that's on the driver and on the passenger. In the center console here, you've got it opens 2 different ways. This is just the top button, where you've got a shallower space. And then if you grab the bottom button, that's where you have your deeper center console. And you'll have a light here and a USB port as well. And this is lockable. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is the glass. This is another option from the factory, is this, and get the focus, there you go, Corning Gorilla Glass. Supposedly stronger windshield glass there. So we'll start it up. You see the Jeep through the years. Pretty cool animation there. You got your engine temperature on the left, and you got your gas gauge on the right. And those aren't adjustable as far as I know. But you can scroll through using these buttons on the side. You scroll down, see your tire pressure, your off-road angles, fuel economy, your trip records, the stop-start, your audio, messages, screen setup, and back to speedometer. So on screen setup, you can enter in here, and that's where you can change what you've got in the top left, top right, and center of the screen. So I've got compass on the upper left. You can change it to temperature, time, range to empty, average fuel economy, current fuel economy, trip A and trip B distance, or have nothing there. Same thing on the upper right, you can change through all those. And in the center, you can change that as well. You can also turn on and off whether or not you want your gears displayed. They display at the bottom, shows you what gear you're in. Favorite menus, odometer. And then to get out of that, you just click on the left arrow. On the center screen here, you got your touch screen with your different apps. Along the bottom of the hotbar, you can change these, adjust them to what you want to have down there, what you use the most often. So right now I've got media, climate, phone. That's how you get to all your different apps. Navigation, if your Jeep's equipped with navigation, you get to all your settings, and you can put a button here to turn on your backup camera, which is really nice. So if you can't see out that back glass, that comes in handy. So on your climate control, you got all these buttons in here to adjust that, and it does the same thing as the buttons on the bottom. It's just whether or not your preference is to use the physical buttons or the touch screen. Phone is how you get to either your Bluetooth, or if your phone is plugged in, you can do Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. In your apps, it shows you all the apps that the Jeep has on it. 2 pages here. I won't run through all of these, but one cool one is this off-road pages. So on off-road pages, it gives you a whole bunch of information for off-roading. You got your drivetrain, it shows your steering angle. So right now it's 1%, or 1 degree, sorry. The steering wheel is turned. If you turn it back to the center, you got 0. It shows your transfer case, what it's in. Right now I'm in too high. And it shows your rear axle, whether it's locked or unlocked. It also shows you at the bottom there, you can see the altitude and your coordinates. Accessory gauges, you can see a whole bunch of other information. You got your coolant temp, oil temp, battery voltage, transmission temperature, and oil pressure. And on this bottom one here, you can see your pitch and roll. So if your pitch is front to back and your roll is side to side. So if you're coming up a steep hill and you want to know how steep it is, that's where you can see that, is on your pitch. All right, now we'll head to the back. All right, so like I said, I've got this pet hammock here to protect the seats, so they just unclip around each of the headrests. Do this side. So look here, so in the back, on the back of the driver's seat, you've got these like molly panel type deal for any aftermarket things you want to put on there. You got more of this elastic storage. Same on the door. And in the center here, you have your rear passenger air vents, and you've got your window controls. Below that is the USB ports. You've got a regular and a USB-C on both sides. And then below that would be where your normal plug would be. The was it 110 volt, 115, whatever it is, would go right there. That option was deleted off of this particular Gladiator. And then down there are your cup holders. You do have additional cup holders in the center drop down. On these rear seats, you can see here the headrest is flipped down. Sorry. You flip it up and then it'll flip back down with the press of that button. And then when you come up here to pull your front seat forward, you want that flipped as well, depending on how close your other seats are. So once you flip that down, you got some storage back here. This is where I keep tarps for when we go camping. You can fit quite a bit of stuff back here actually. Flip that back up, and these are lockable as well. Same with the normal Jeep key. And then on the bottom here, you just pull up on the bottom of the seat and it flips up and it locks into place right there. Down here, you would normally have either the open storage container or the lockable storage container. I bought this Jeep used and the previous owner must have taken it out. And then under here, you have your bolt storage for when you take the doors and the hard top off. You pull that up right there. It's just a foam insert. You can put all your bolts in, keep it nice and tidy. And then it just pulls down as well. We'll run around to the other side. So on this side, same thing. We'll just unclip from the front and we'll just unclip from the back. Oh, here you go. Here's the brand, Active Pets. Same thing on this side with the headrest, flips up and down. Top of the seat is lockable as well. Pull the tab here. This is the 60 split. It's a 60-40 split, so that side's 40. This is a 60 when the center comes down with it as well. You got another storage here. That's where I keep riser straps. If your Jeep comes equipped with it, this is where the removable Bluetooth speaker would be kept. That's the subwoofer, if you've got that. The upgraded audio as well. That's where your subwoofer is located. Flip that part back up and same thing. Just lift on the bottom of the seat. It comes up as well. And under this side, you've got your jack and tire changing tools. They're locked in there so they don't rattle around or anything. In this back glass here, you do have a rear window. It's just manual slide, not power or anything, but it is nice to have. And obviously up top, you've got your sound bar, like all the other Jeeps, with lights in the center. So I've had this Jeep for about 2 months now. I've put about 1,600 miles on it, I think. So you probably saw this earlier in the video, but 3,294 miles. I bought it, it had about 1,600 on it. I'll hop out here and we're gonna look at the key. Here's your key for the truck. This is the flip out physical key that can unlock the door right below the handle, or that's the key you use as well to lock the, if I can get this back closed, to lock the center console and the seats in the back. Panic button. This is your remote start button. You got your unlock and your lock. So if your truck is equipped, you can remote start by clicking this twice. And then you've also, if you've got it equipped to the proximity keyless entry, don't have to press any button, you just put your hand. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but you put your hand behind either the driver or the passenger front door handles, and it unlocks the truck. I don't know if you can turn it off. Let's try it. Yep, there you go. 2 more clicks will turn it off. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. Consider liking and subscribing, I guess. You can like and subscribe if you want. I wouldn't be mad about it. This is my 2022 Jeep Gladiator Mojave. in Sarge green. I've got 3 other Jeeps as well. My wife drives a 2022 Jeep Compass. I've got an 04 Wrangler and a 1996 Cherokee XJ. So I might make some videos about that, I don't know. We'll see. But for now, peace.